Hello, Jen.
Hi.
Welcome to our counseling session.
Nice to meet you.
Basically, for the confidentiality, if anyone's hurting themselves, or if you know of anyone that is hurting themselves, or a friend or whatever,
Okay.
basically you have to let them know. So,
Okay.
Basically, just tell me about yourself.
33, been in a relationship with my girlfriend for 3 years now, and I'm having some serious anxiety because she talks at me, doesn't talk to me. Everything I do seems to be wrong. Instead of coming at me and communicating with me, she comes at me and does not let me get a word in edgewise. So I feel like every single time I go out and do something, I'm doing it wrong.
Okay. Why do you think she's doing that?
She's just not a good communicator. Instead of for me, I tend to, when I'm angry, I tend to take a second, go outside, get my head together, and then come back and talk about it. And she's the type of person that just attack. So.
What do you think would be something that you could do? Maybe, I don't know, could you possibly just talk to her, or is it always attack?
It's always attack.
Okay.
There's nothing, I've tried to say, can you just calm down for a minute, but that seems to make it even worse.
Okay.
So I don't know of anything that I can personally do to have her calm down and not come at me.
Okay. Do you think this session is working?
I think that, it's going to take some time. This isn't something that is going to just clear itself up. I think that maybe eventually her and I might need to do some counseling together, but it's definitely going to take some time because this has been going on for a year now, and it's just slowly just beating me down. So.
Okay. What has the past week been like?
Past week, her and I have just constantly been fighting. She gave me a list to go to the grocery store the other day, and she gave me just an items list, not brand name or anything like that, and came home and I got the wrong power bars, and then it was just boom, I was in trouble. It's you didn't give me the name brand, you didn't give me the type that you wanted, you just said, power bars.
Yeah. So what have you guys been doing? I understand that the power bars is obviously, have you guys ever maybe tried explaining what, brand names are? Is she constantly just picking the brand names, or do we have to?
I think that she just is the type of person that, she's going to give you as little information as she can, and then it's always going to be on me to figure out what she actually means.
Okay. And then, so you just basically feel like everything that you do is wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go over some type of therapy with you. It's exposure therapy.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we're going to go over your anxiety. I think that doing this therapy will basically help, the, constant nagging, over and over with the situation that you're going through. Basically, I think that maybe trying and going to the store, maybe, having her write down the Pacific list on the grocery list. Do you think that would help?
I think that would help me. As for her, it would just be another tedious task that I don't know how to talk to her anymore, I guess. So every single time I do say something, she just attacks me. So.
Okay. I understand that you're, getting attacked and stuff. Maybe she should just go with you guys to the store. Maybe if that's the problem, she's constantly attacking you, constantly when you bring something home, maybe she needs to go with you. So do you think maybe, maybe asking her if she can go with you?
I think I'm more afraid if she does go with me that we're going to get in a fight in public, and then my anxiety is going to be even worse.
Okay.
Going out with her.
Okay. Do you think she has anxiety too, as well as you going to the grocery store?
Honestly, I think that she should go herself because, everything that I do is wrong, but I understand because she's the one that is working, I'm just going to school, you know, and I'm just going to the VA, so I have more time. So I understand that, but if I'm going to be doing these errands, then you can't attack me
Yeah.
for doing them.
I agree. I think that, you know, maybe the store option is great. I think that, you know, you need to go. I think you need to go, maybe go to a, like, Fresh Time. You know, they have brand name things. They have those power bars there, obviously. But I think maybe going to that might help, you know, the constant nagging, the constant, you know, situations. So on a scale to 0, which is being less anxiety, and then 5 is extreme. If you were to go to the store, you know, and you obviously think that coming back to the house or whatever you're gonna get, you know, more yelled at about it, do you think that from a scale of 0 to 5, do you think that any of that is extreme?
I think that she will probably, if she went with me, we might do better, but I feel like if I could get her to understand, if you write a list out, then, right, you know, I want chocolate with macadamia nut power bars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to talk to her about that.
So basically, she just needs to be more specific with her list. And then as well, just, can you, okay, so you're at the store, you did what you did, you know, you're coming back, and she wrote it on the list. Can you explain how everything went after that?
She pretty much was helping me unload the groceries and put them away and everything, and then it was pretty much, this is when I asked, and I said, well, on your list it just says, you know, power bars. And then she's like, well, this isn't the kind. And I'm like, well, you didn't specify. And, you know, you don't have a favorite kind, so it's not like I know exactly. You get different ones every time.
Yeah.
You know, and then it was like, oh, well, this wasn't the right lettuce. Well, you just said lettuce, you know, and that's where we're at right now. It's like nothing I do is good enough.
Okay. I think maybe, you know, the communication obviously needs to be, you know, better, obviously. Maybe, you know, maybe not nag as well when she's nagging at you. Maybe you guys need to have a sit down talk, maybe like talk about it, maybe you know, talk about your guys' feelings, and maybe, you know, maybe the, you know, grocery store type, you know, therapy is going to work out. But I think that, you know, your girlfriend, you know, seems, you know, a little bit off edge. But
yeah, I think that her coming at me all the time has made me have anxiety when I go out by myself. If I have no errands to run for her, you know, I go out with my friends or whatever, I always am saying, oh, sorry, you know, when I haven't done anything wrong, you know, and it's definitely causing me some serious issues above and beyond being with her.
Okay.
So.
Do you think, you know, maybe furthering your relationship, or, you know?
We've been together for 3 years, so, you know, in my world, that's a long time, and you don't just give up.
Yeah.
So I think that we both definitely need a new way to talk to each other, and I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to deal with somebody like that, and it's just recently, you know, she did start a new job. You know, she's got a lot of pressure, and I understand that, but I feel like she doesn't see that, okay, yeah, I'm going to full-time school. You know, I do have pressure too. It's all about her.
Yeah.
And I'm just not one to give up, you know, and maybe she's doing it to get me so mad that I will break up with her. But like I said, you know, I try to do as much as I can to stay in the relationship.
And I mean, that is a good positive, you know, thing to have. Do you think that maybe, in your opinion, do you think this store therapy, exposure therapy that I explained to you, do you think that it's going to work?
I think we can try and see. You know, nothing, can't give something a try, and if it doesn't work, then we can probably try something else. But
what about role playing? Could you basically role play, you know?
Like me be her?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, probably do that.
A different, you know, situation. That way she can see how she, you know, is acting towards you. Maybe that would help. Maybe she would understand that, you know, I am being this way towards you. I'm being nagging type way towards you. So do you think maybe that would help?
I think that it would if I could get her into the mindset of being me and understanding what I go through with her every day.
What else do you think we could do to solve this?
Right now I just need to somehow get over the fact that I feel about, this big when I'm with her, and then, it's going into my friendships, and, my friends, they don't like her now. They used to be really close to her, and now they see all of the stress that she puts on me and all the anxiety that I have, and now, they don't like her, so it's like I have my friends, they're coming at me being like, get rid of her, get rid of her. Then this is the person that I love at the same time, so, I just don't want to give up without at least trying.
Yeah. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing to strive for. Obviously, you don't want to give up because if there's something that's obviously happening in your life. What else do you think could possibly help with the situation? I know, like, the store might help, but do you think that there's a different way of going about it? Maybe there's a different store you could go to, or...
I think, honestly, right now, it's just to maybe have her do the grocery shopping. And me do some sort of errand that, like, pick up the dry cleaning or something that I know that it's already done. All I have to do is go grab it and bring it to the house, and then that way she can get what she wants to get. But then at the same time, if I do that, then it's going to be like, you never do anything. So if I could get her to understand that, maybe since you're always complaining about the fact that I'm never getting the right thing when I go grocery shopping, maybe you should go grocery shopping and I should do the other errands.
Yes, and I think that is a good thing. So let's go away from the store.
Okay.
What have you two been doing, as a couple?
As a couple, well, right now with my friends being kind of mad at her, we don't really hang out with them like we used to. We went to dinner together, and that was actually fun. It was kind of like a date night, and we had fun, and she was a lot more calm. But that's pretty much it. Besides, it's kind of like we just spend time, like, she's in the living room, I'm in the bedroom doing homework. We don't really spend time, and then when we go to bed, it's just kind of like, hey,
I know you said that your friends don't like your girlfriend. Why don't they like her?
They just see the things. I used to be a different person. Like, if my friends were out, and I spilled a drink, I would make fun of them and be like, dude, you spilled that drink. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, don't be mad. And it's going into my friendships. They see the things, like, I'm so careful about everything, where before I was just like a lively spirit, and whatever happens. So
okay. Do you think that I know, obviously the anxiety and stuff, but do you think the anxiety is getting better? Let's say that you did do what you said. You said that you had her, do the to-go things for you to get, and she went to the store and she did her side of the pro bars or whatever. Did it work out? Like, did that?
I think it would work, but I guess the thing is convincing her. But then I feel like if she does go do the grocery store stuff and I do the other stuff, then it's going to come back to well, you haven't done anything all day. Well, I went and did this. Well, I went grocery shopping. Like, it's always, like...
It's always a battle.
It's always a battle. Like, she's one-upping me,
Okay. All right. Do you think that there might be a different option to go about? Is this therapy session helping?
Yeah, I think so. It's good to just sit here and talk and realize that I'm not crazy and things are, happening, and she is coming at me, and I'm not the same person that I was, because when I sit at home and it just constantly goes in my mind that maybe I'm just crazy, maybe, she's not really doing these things, and then when I talk to you about it, it's better because I realize that, okay, these things that she's doing is not healthy. So it's definitely making me feel better.
Okay. Do you think that, do you think you're going to continue this? Do you think you're going to continue the relationship after this session?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be good to maybe, get with her and maybe see if she would come one day, so we can maybe do, some counseling together, and so someone can mediate. and see, well, you know what, this is just a thing that maybe you need to work on with Jen, you know, or she could at least see that I do have feelings. And I think that because, you know, I am military, that we just suck up all our feelings and we don't care, but we do secretly have feelings, you know, and I don't think she sees that.
Yeah. Do you think that she feels maybe stressed? Maybe, you know, maybe she is going through a lot right now. Maybe she doesn't know how to go about telling you, like, what she wants at the store. Like, maybe she, you know, has stuff going on at work, you know, maybe she is acting the way that she's acting, so she's, like, throwing her actions towards you with the whole list.
Yeah, I do feel like that I'm the, you know, person right now that is being there to relieve her stress. So, you know, she had a bad day at work and then she comes home and lays it all out on me, you know, instead of, you know, talking to a friend and getting over it. It's like, I understand, I've been there, I totally understand, but we're not gonna last, in my opinion, if she continues to do this.
Okay. What are your goals?
My goal is to definitely learn how. I'm the type of person that when I do get upset, if I say something right then and there, I'm gonna come at you so hard that I'm gonna make you cry. So I tend to go away first and then come back. But I need to learn how to channel my anger and talk right then and there, but not come at her. Just be like, okay, you hurt my feelings in this way, instead of being like, you're fat or whatever, because I know I can make her cry.
Yeah. And if you did make her cry, what do you think, you know, you could do?
Honestly, if I did make her cry, I honestly wouldn't do anything because, you know, I'm mad at that point in time, you know. So.
Say, you know, things go wrong with the situation, things go wrong with your relationship, would you still come back here with this session?
Oh yeah, I think that, you know, whether her and I stay together or not, I need to get back to where I was as a human being, and the fact that, you know, if she doesn't tag along and she doesn't want to work this relationship out, that's fine, but I'm still going to have some issues. So, you know, it's going to hurt that, you know, I spent 3 years with the person that just gave up so easily. So I'm going to definitely keep coming back because I'm going to need some ways to work through the anger.
Okay, let's go back to the store role-playing therapy. I think that if you maybe did the to-go checkout, that way she can see and look what she is getting. Do you think the to-go checkout will work?
I think that it would work in my favor, but then that would be another, oh, well, why can't you do it yourself? Now I have to wait for a text when you're at the grocery store. Like, it's always going to be something with her.
Okay.
You know.
So, do you think that trying that store or trying to find the right thing for her, do you think that it's going to work out, or do you think...
I think that it kind of angers me that I have to tiptoe around her, and I have to figure out ways around it, you know, and it's like, I'm just going to the grocery store, and she's making it into this huge debacle.
Yes.
That it doesn't need to be in. And so I think that maybe working through it and finding different things, okay, that didn't work, and then come to the fact that nothing's working, she needs to go to therapy too, in my opinion.
Okay. Do you think you would continue her coming here? Like, after your session, do you think you would send her to my therapy session as well?
I would, but at the same time, I wouldn't want her to talk to you because, you know, you are my therapist and I don't want something to slip.
Yeah.
But if we're together going to see you, that's one thing, but her being by herself, but maybe like one of your colleagues or something, you know, I'd be totally happy with her, but again, that would be convincing her to come to therapy, which would probably be a whole nother thing.
Okay.
So.
And then, can you tell me what the past week has been like?
It's been pretty quiet. She's been busy with work. I'm, you know, getting into my last couple weeks of the semester, so I've been busy with school. She's been a lot more calm, but I went grocery shopping the week prior, so we're good for like at least 3 more weeks. So errand running hasn't really been, but like I said, she comes home angry about work and it comes out on me.
Okay,
So.
here are some goals that I want you to work on. I want you to work on your anxiety.
Mhm.
I want you to work on with your girlfriend and get everything the way it needs to get. And I also want you to maybe try the store, like
Okay.
I had said before, and I think that will, work out.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
thank you for coming to
Thank
this
you.
section.
See you next week.
Oh, I'm too old for this.